lungs and bronchiogenous glands, thyroid, parathyroid, and thymus. You already know that from larynx start what? Trachea. And trachea at the level of fifth thoracic vertebra subdivides into main bronchi, bronchus principalis dexter and bronchus principalis sinister. Right main bronchi, it's shorter, wider, and it has more vertical direction. It's look like continuation of trachea. And left main bronchi, it's longer and narrower. They are bronchi of the first order, bronchi principalis. They continues to divide into lobar, bronchi lobaris. How many lobes in right lung? Three, and in left? Two. Superior, middle, and inferior bronchi on the right side, and superior and inferior on the left one. They are bronchi of the second order, bronchi lobaris. A bronchi of the second order continues to divide into segmentary bronchi. They are bronchi of the third order. How many segments in superior lobe of the right lung? 3 in superior, 2 in middle, and 5 in inferior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, and 5. Total number is 10. And here it is 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5. That is the same 10. And they are segmentary bronchi, bronchi segmentalis. They are bronchi of the third order. And segmentary bronchi continues to divide into 2 bronchi of the fourth order, then 2 bronchi of the fifth order, then 6, then 7th, and 8th. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Bronch of the 8th order has name bronchus lobularis, bronchus lobularis, and this bronch gives 16 or 18 bronchioles, bronchioli terminalis. That is last structure of bronchial tree, and name of this diagram, that is bronchial tree. Bronchial tree only conduct air. Exchange of gases, heat is absent, not take place. That is only conduction of air. And then terminal bronchioles continues to divide into respiratory bronchiole. That is terminal bronchiole, bronchiolia terminalis. And terminal bronchiole continues to divide into respiratory bronchioles. Bronchioli respiratory. Bronchioli respiratory. And respiratory main specific structure of respiratory bronchiole, that is presence of alveoli pulmonis. And respiratory bronchioles of the first order, then respiratory bronchioles of the second, third, and fourth. 4 orders. 1, 2, 3, 4. And everywhere we can see alveoli pulmonis, everywhere. And respiratory bronchioles of the last or fourth order continues into alveolar duct, which finished with alveolar sac. That is alveolar duct with alveolar sac. Or maybe 2 or 3 ducts, that is one duct and that is another duct. That is why from respiratory bronchiole of the last order, that is fourth order, start alveolar ducts with alveolar sacs, that is duct and sacs. And together they forms primary lobule. Primary lobule, that is alveolar ducts and sacs, which start from respiratory bronchioles of the last order. That is primary lobule. And all of this structure, that is everything what start from one bronchiole terminalis, that is actinus. Acinus. Acinus. That is anatomical and functional unit of the lung. Anatomical functional unit, that is acinus. It consists of respiratory bronchioles, alveoles, alveolar ducts and sacs, which start from one bronchiola terminalis, or everything what start from one bronchiola terminalis, that is acinus. And here it is, we speak about secondary lobule. Secondary lobule. What is secondary lobule? Secondary lobule, that is part of the lung which has pyramidal shape with 1 centimeter in diameter, 1 centimeter in diameter, which is separates from nearest lobules with the help of connective tissue, and into the apex of this lobule insert bronch of the aged order. That is why this bronch of the aged order has name bronchus lobularis. Bronchus lobularis, that is name of the bronch of the aged order. What is the name of bronch of the first order? Bronchus principalis. Second order, bronchus lobaris. That is the differences. Here it is lobar bronchi, and here it is lobular. Clear it is. Bronchus labaris, that is second order. Third order, that is bronchus segmentalis, segmentary bronchi. And bronch of the aged order, the same has specific name, bronchus lobularis. Bronchus lobularis, because it's insert into secondary lobule. Secondary lobule. This diagram, that is bronchial tree, and this diagram alveolar tree or acinus. Clear it is? These two diagrams necessary to know next time. Then